actually already got started. So let's jump right into this thing. I had to come to this Goodwill here. I had to return. If you remember last week, I found a whole bunch of Rothy's. Well, it turns out, pretty sure they're inauthentic. So I came and I returned them, and then I was gonna go to this other Goodwill, but by the time the return got done, I ran out of time. So here we are. I just jumped in. I found some stuff on the fresh racks, and I said, all right, well, maybe things are gonna be good. So let's get this thing started. Everything we find today is gonna go up on Whatnot for $1. I already got a few things in the cart. False start on you. Let's flip this camera here. Oh, pardon me. Oh, you're fine. No, you're fine. So here we go. Some things we already got right off the fresh racks. Grab the Woolrich 2XL. Look at the pattern. Look at the pattern all over fish. Grab that thing. And on the same fresh rack, probably donated by the same person, same size, 2XL, all over fish, trees. Really awesome. Both of these are a flannel material. Actually, the first one's more of an Oxford. That one's a flannel, and this one's a flannel too. Look at this with a deer all over it, size 2X. Each of these are going up on Whatnot. I'll run them as individual auctions, so they'll start at $1 a piece. So I got started without you, but that wasn't the plan. I was just returning stuff here. I returned those Rothy's shoes, and then by the time that all happened, and I went and checked those fresh racks, I just didn't have enough time to make it to the next Goodwill. So we're here, we're gonna make it happen, and we got a head start. We got 3 pieces in the cart already. I already have 41 items preloaded into that show for tonight. So, and then every Tuesday, put the finishing touches on that show with whatever we find here at the thrift store. I think it makes it fun, because what you'll be able to see is everything that I buy here today. You'll see it sold tonight at 7:30. Here's a Woolrich. It's not in good condition. It's just a plain polo. Anyway, we'll pass on that. But yeah, you get to see what it actually sells for, and then it will ship out tomorrow. So these items here will be in my possession for less than 24 hours. The rest of the show is curated stuff from my inventory. Got 41 items. I honestly think it's going to be my best show of inventory yet. And I think we're going to put on a fun production tonight. Nice fast-paced show for you. Kim will be at the 1s and 2s. You know how it goes. If you're new to Whatnot, by the way, you can go ahead and click the link in my profile. You get $15 off for free. And you don't even have to use it in my show. You can use it in Kitschy Mushroom's show. You can use it tomorrow night at Lion Creek show. You can use it wherever you want. But if you sign up through that link, you get $15 for free. Some crazy buyer appreciation giveaways tonight. Giving away a brand new Carhartt hat, and giving away a Roosevelt shirt, brand new with tags. I got 2 special edition Roosevelt shirts, limited edition, limited release Roosevelts. One is Top Gun and one is Big Lebowski. Both big sizes. One's a 2X, one's a 3X. So good sizes, awesome inventory. The winner gets to pick. Do you want the Big Lebowski or do you want the Top Gun? Let me know down below in the chat. What are you more of a fan of movie-wise? Are you a fan of Big Lebowski? Or are you a fan of Top Gun? Which one is your favorite? Here's another Woolrich. I'm gonna pass on this one. It's in rough condition. Here's another one, 2XL. Again, rough condition. I'm gonna pass on that one. Here's another one. Look at all these Woolrich, crazy. This one's pretty worn out. All over wolves. I think I'll pass on this one just because of like the material. Movie-wise, Lebowski, but I think I would look way cooler in the Top Gun shirt. Yeah, the Top Gun one's really patriotic. I like both movies. I grew up a Top Gun fan. I watched that movie probably 100 times. Actually, true story, I haven't watched the new one yet. Kim and I don't watch a lot of movies, but I haven't watched the new Top Gun. Let me know what you think about that new one. I love that Woolrich. I got 3 in my cart already that are in better condition. These ones are all just a little bit rough, so we'll pass on those. Modern PlayStation tee, it's kind of cool. New one was amazing. Yeah, I heard people seem to really like it. Look at this. Speaking of fakes, look at this Chanel on a Gildan tag. I mean, just one look at that, I was like, there's no way that's real. Game of Thrones tee. Nothing is cooler than a guy with sunglasses. Hard to disagree with that. All right, let's find some good stuff, y'all. It's a great place to ask questions. This is what I do. This is my business. Been doing this for 5 years now. I've been full-time for 2.5 years. December of 2020 was the last time I had a job. So a great place to ask questions. Hopefully we come across some new brands. I'm gonna pick this up and auction this for $1. I love the colors on this. Ralph Lauren, size large, men's large. Pony, pink. Let's go. I gotta go grab my cart. Boxed in. Traffic. We'll skip into the jeans, why not? Hope everyone's having a good Tuesday. We need more R13. Wouldn't that be fun? You never know what you're gonna find. We found R13 here last week. I think that R13 ended up selling Tuesday night on auction for $77. Lucky brand, size 50 by 30. These big sizes sell really well for me on eBay and Poshmark. Let's see which model this one is. This is Athletic Fit 50 by 30. These are gonna go up on Poshmark for $1. Not bad. Nice like stretch to them too. Cotton spandex piece. Under Armour, these are in bad shape. Here we go, another Lucky brand 50 by 30. Same model probably. Donated by the same person likely. Yeah, there we go. Athletic Fit 50 by 30 Lucky brand. These will go up on Whatnot tonight for $1. Once I get off the live, when I have 2 hands free, you're on 1 hand right now. When I get off the live, I'm gonna go back and double check the condition of all these things. So there is a chance if something's in rough condition and I don't feel like it's a good piece to run tonight, I might exclude some of these pieces just based on condition, but with the exception of a few that might get pulled out, everything you see here is going up on Whatnot for $1. Even if I find an item that's like a $100 resale item, I'm still gonna put it up on Whatnot for $1, give you a shot to win it. It's a pair of Wranglers, but they're ripped. Those are a big size Wrangler. Another big size modern Wrangler, I'm gonna pass on those. Found George Strait Wrangler long sleeve button down collab today. Nice, George Strait Wranglers, those are cool. I like the ones that have the diamond pearl snaps. I think they call them the Troubadour edition of those. Will there be a fall coffee coming? Fall coffee's out, Angela, and you might check if you go into your my TikTok shop right now by clicking on my name up above. And don't do the link to my website, just click where it says shop, S-H-O-P. You might see a 20, 30, 40, or 50% off coupon in there with free shipping. So if you want to check out that new fall roast, it is out. We launched it on Thursday. We went up to Dynamite and we ran a live. My parents came along for the ride. Good, clean fun. Here's a pair of LL Beans, big size on these. I typically pass on these. These are a women's size 20. I typically pass on LL Bean. We passed on those last week and I got in trouble for saying they were a big size, but it's a big size, I'm sorry. It is what it is. It's a big number. What do we got? New tags here. Who, what, where? Never heard of R13, keeping my eyes open. It's the first time I've ever found it. Those shirts retail for over $600 brand new. So the person who bought it, and excuse me, I forget their name right now. I feel bad, but they saw this live thrift last Tuesday, saw me find the R13, knew that it was going to be auctioned that night, so came on that night and won the auction for it. They also won a giveaway, won a North Face fleece. They won like the halftime giveaway, so pretty cool experience. I think that was the first time that person had been in one of my Whatnot shows, so showed up, grabbed the North Face givey, and then grab that R13. So pretty cool Whatnot experience. You never know what you're gonna find in this place. So last week was kind of interesting too. We found all those Rothy's. I think they were fake though, so I brought those and returned those today. So I'm looking for jeans, I'm looking for corduroys. Of course, I'm looking for name brand anything, but right now looking for jeans, corduroys, hiking pants. Here's another Lucky brand, 50 by 30. Probably the same model. Let's check it out. Nope, these are the 181 relaxed. 181 relaxed, 50 by 30, a dark wash, likely donated by the same person. They're all in really nice condition. So there we go. If you know someone size 50 by 30, we got them tonight. Whatnot, we got a bunch of jeans. Never heard of R13. So excited I'm able to catch this today. Yeah, I'm excited that you're here, Amanda Reeds. Amanda sells books online, as the name might sort of tip you off to. What is up, Amanda? Thanks everyone for joining, whether you're watching this live on TikTok or you're watching the recording on YouTube. If you're watching the recording on YouTube, you're actually seeing on the screen the actual sale price from Tuesday night on Whatnot, which is kind of cool. And by the time you're watching this, everything's already shipped out to the customer. Some people might have already got it. Working and learning, I love it. Hey Laura, how much are the jeans? $4.99 for all pants and for all shirts, unless otherwise marked. Sometimes they'll mark some stuff up here, but flat rate pricing here at Goodwill. And we're in the Goodwill of Northwest North Carolina. As you know, all Goodwills, they're run by regions and they have different sales, different pricing strategies, different restocking habits, different like leadership teams and all that. But here we do flat rate pricing. A lot of them will have like a little boutique rack too of like brands that they think are worth like a lot of money. They usually aren't, but they'll put some stuff on like a priced up boutique rack. This one doesn't have that. Actually, you know what? They actually do right now, I think. Up in the front, I think they have like a little round rack. We'll go take a peek at it. They usually put stuff on there that's they think is good, but it's not good. Like I'll go find like Saddlebred shirts on there or Joseph A. Banks stuff, you know, stuff they think is worth money. Thanks everyone for tapping the screen. We're up to 660 likes. Those taps help me out. They just let TikTok know that you're having a good time. Then in turn, TikTok goes and invites some more people to the conversation. And I think that's fun. That means more people can learn about this business. More people can ask questions. More people can just hang out. Thanks to everyone who's just kind of working in the background too. I know some of you are at work, just tuning in, kind of half paying attention or 1/4 paying attention. Appreciate that. Looking for golf pants too, that's another thing I often look for. Track pants sometimes if it's a good brand. Let me know down below in the chat, what's your favorite brand to find at the thrift store? What's your favorite brand? Maybe we'll find it. So here's a Levi's 550 on, this is that, an older tag, that's the black Batwing tag. So I think this is an 02. I think that's manufactured in 02. So that's a vintage, made in the USA. I'm not really sure about the date on that actually. We need Nick Smith in the house. This is a pair of 550s. They are 10 long misses. So these are women's 550s. Size 10 long. We'll pick them up. Thanks for sharing some of your favorite brands to find. Miz in the Main, I like finding that one. That'd be cool if we found that today. Pendleton. We had a Pendleton on a Whatnot show 2 weeks ago. A really nice Pendleton. I love finding Pendleton. Love it. I think that's nothing, right? American Rag. American Rag, never heard of that one. Oh, it's got like another thrift store tag on it. So somebody thrifted it and then donated it to this thrift store. Nice. Pair of Under Armour golf pants. White always makes me nervous, especially on golf pants, because people are wearing these out and doing their golfing thing. And you know what? I'm just gonna put these back. I can already see a little discoloration, so I don't like selling a lot of stained and flawed stuff on the Whatnot shows. Here's a pair of Brooks Brothers pants. This is a Madison fit dress pant. This is an okay pickup. Fits in really good condition. It's a size 38 by 32, which is a good size. Nice pair of like suit separates or slacks. I don't know, what do you think? Should I grab some Brooks Brothers and put them up tonight on auction? I'll put this in the cart as a maybe. Put them in as a maybe. My first bird dogs yesterday. There's a brand I never found. Just sold a pair like that for 50 bucks. A pair of the Brooks Brothers. Short sleeve button down Brooks Brothers today. Nice. Love finding those. Arc'teryx and Bori. Nice. Those are great brands. Those are brands that don't last very long in thrift stores here in Asheville. A big outdoor community here. And a big sort of sustainable fashion community, a bit, you know, kind of like artsy, what's the word I'm looking for, environmentally conscious crowd here. So thrifting is popular and the outdoor brands just sell off the rack like hotcakes. They don't last long. You ain't gonna find an Arc'teryx or a Patagonia sitting on the shelves here for more than, or sitting on the racks here for more than an hour or two. They just pop right off. So here's a pair of Carhartts, big size 50 by 30. So if you know somebody who's a bigger size, 50 by 30 men's, they're gonna have a choice of 3 Lucky Brand jeans and a pair of Carhartt jeans. Just really excellent condition. So on all these, I'll look them all over, but so far they look pretty good. What do you know, another pair of Lucky Brands, Lucky Day, Lucky Brands. What do we got? Thanks everyone for tapping the screen, 2.7K likes. That helps me out. We got an athletic fit. I'm guessing these are 50 by 30 again. They are 50 by 30. So we got 4 pairs of Lucky Brands, 50 by 30. Look at these, no heel drag on any of them. We also got a pair of Carhartts, 50 by 30. My guess is there might be more too. Always done better with larger sizes. People ask me, they'll say things all the time. They'll be like, hey, I found a pair of Carhartts, but they were a size 50, so I left them behind because I thought they were too big. And I always say, ooh, sorry about that. Yeah, the bigger sizes definitely sell better for me. There's a lower supply of them, and when people want to buy them, they have less options to choose from, so they tend to sell a little faster and for a few extra bucks. So here's another Lucky Brand, 50 by 30. This one's a 181, so I think we got 2 181s or 3 181s, and then a few of the athletic fits. Oh, sorry, man. Nick Smith, that's awesome. Find me some Filson. Hey, Nick Smith, you're always a little bit better than me, a lot bit better than me with the Levi's. Got a ton of jeans in here. So here's a Levi's on that Batwing tag, 550, women's size 10 long, I believe on that, 10 long, relaxed fit, tapered leg, and made in the USA, and that's the back of the tag. Nick Smith, what's the, is that 95 or is that 02? Let me know, Nicholas. Thanks for being here, Nick. $50 for the Brooks Brothers dress pants, nice. February 02, cool. That was right about the time they were stopping making them in USA, but that one is a made in the USA tag. So 02, can you believe it? 21 years ago those were made. They're vintage now. I was in college when those were made. What do we got? A pair of Duluth. I've done pretty well with a rare occasion I find Duluth jeans, particularly in a big size, and these are like a utility jean or a carpenter jean. So these, I'm gonna guess these are size 50 by 32. February 02, thank you. Running the back, kids. So where's the size tag on these bad Larrys? Here we go. This is a 48 by 32, so the other one's a 50, here's a 48. So no shortage of big size jeans tonight. We got Duluth, we got Carhartt, and we got Lucky Brand, like 5 pairs of Lucky Brand. So jeans will be flying tonight. I might move a few of those pairs of jeans to next week's show. Just that'll be a lot in the same size. That's got a stain on it. We'll put those back. I'll think that through. I sold 46 by 30 Ralph Lauren and 40 by 34 Ralph Lauren last month. Big sizes definitely do better. Nice, Amy. Thanks for sharing. Melly, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome aboard. I'm gonna circle back and hit the other side of this aisle before I forget. I can't imagine being organized enough to do this. Melly, it's just like anything else, you know? It always seems impossible at first. And then once you get into it, you kind of learn as you go, and you pick up little tips and tricks. You follow other people, you ask questions, and you learn some things. If you want to see some like organization, I can show you that in the mornings. I do a live 9:30 a.m. Eastern time every weekday. If you want, we can go take a field trip out to the garage. I can show you how I organize things. These Tommies, actually kind of a couple little stains. They're kind of a borderline piece anyway, but the stains make it an easy no on those. I don't pick up all Tommy Bahama jeans, but we'll pick up some in the bigger sizes. Nice condition. Thank you, Shelly, for the follow. Welcome aboard. Raymond, thank you so much for following. And thanks to everyone in the chat, whether you've been following me for a few days or for 3 years. I appreciate you being here. Makes it fun. I mean, the core of this, I know everything's going on Whatnot tonight, and it's a fun preview of the show, but the core of this, and the reason I've been doing live thrifts for a long time now, is to educate. Hopefully you learn a new brand today, perhaps, or something beyond the brand to look for. What is this brand? Axel, TX Axel. And hopefully I learned something today too. Anyone know that brand, TX Axel? I can't look things up while I'm here because you're on my phone. Normally I'd look things up on the eBay app. If somebody wants to look that up, TX Axel, I'd appreciate it. I doubt it's anything, but it's always good to be curious. No matter how much you do this, you can't know every brand. Thank you for the follow, Charmadish. I think I'm saying that right. Scott Way, first time watcher. Scott Way, appreciate you, bud. Hope you're well. I haven't popped into one of your lives in a little bit. Either I'm missing them, I'm just not on when you're on, or maybe you haven't been live. Brand new with tags, pair of Izod pants. Not a lot of resale value in Izod, even brand new with tags. Not worth it, thank you. K-Way likes that brand, I believe. Which one, that Axel one? I'll throw them in the cart if somebody says that they're good. And I can look them up afterwards. TK Axel. These are a boot cut 38 by 32. Pretty good condition. Nice little fade on the knee. No heel drag at all. No heel drag at all. Nice little fade. Don't worry about, on a lot of jeans, you don't really need to worry about some fading and like little wear marks, although this doesn't really have any wear marks. People aren't so concerned about with that jeans. In fact, some people are really looking for that. Even heel drag, people don't mind. It just depends on the brand, and not every buyer will want it that way, but some will. Distressed jeans are a thing. Thank you, Brian, for the follow. I've not been live lately, too busy with family stuff. Gotcha. Sending positive vibes your way, Scott, if you need them. If you don't, just pass them along to someone else. Hey, Hunter. Yay for the live trip. Appreciate you being here, Hunter. Appreciate you as always. I'll look those up. Selling new for 15. Okay. I'll look them up afterwards. Sounds like we don't have a consensus in the chat, and that's okay. I'm asking you to do my work for me. But I'll look those up afterwards. If they're valuable, I'll bring them to the Whatnot show tonight, so y'all can get a shot at them. Okay, I think I went through all these. They got a lot of jeans. I think they freshly stocked this section now that it's fall or almost fall. Or what well, just over a week away from like true fall. Found vintage Van Dockers pressed pants, but heel drag made me put them back, sadly. Bummer. Yeah, heel drag on a pair of pants or slacks is going to be a much bigger deal than on a pair of jeans, if that makes sense. Like, people aren't buying, you're buying like slacks to go to work or go to an event or church, and you don't really want to buy stuff that's flawed. Here's a J. Crew pair of corduroys. These are women's, size 25. I think I'm gonna pass on these unless somebody tells me otherwise. I like picking up corduroys, and sometimes I pick up borderline brands in corduroy because they sell well for me. But I think that the J. Crew matchstick size 25 women's are probably a pass. I pass on most J. Crew, by the way, so sometimes corduroy is one of those great elevators. Yes, Scotway. 9 days till fall. Who's counting, right? Kit Kat, I'm counting. 9 days. Too small, okay. That's kind of my thinking too. Even in a bigger size, I feel like those would still be kind of borderline, but right now they're like super on season, right? It's a pair of Abercrombie and Fitch older track pants, size small men's. The condition is just suspect. That would be a kind of a cool like Y2K find if those were in good condition, especially for this time of year. So ready over the heat. I'm with you. Those are Old Navy corduroys. I love picking up corduroys, but Old Navy's just not going to have the resale value. Are these Uniqlo jeans? I've never seen Uniqlo jeans before. I'm guessing that those probably aren't worthwhile. I pass on most Uniqlo, unless it's like a special collab piece, like a limited edition. Check out these Vans. Let's see what size they are. Men's 6.5, women's 8. They're $16, so they're pricey. I feel like this is probably like a $30 pair of shoes. I'm in Asheville, North Carolina. I'm gonna go check for salvage. $16. I feel like at $8 I'd pick these up and put them on Whatnot. I feel like 16's a lot. They're in really good condition. Not perfect, but really good. Good place to look his belts. Nice. Pass on the Vans. I got an A&F hoodie, new with tags today for $20. Not sure if I should have. To me, it probably depends on the, I mean, it's a lot. To me, it would depend on the style. So I wouldn't be able to give you my fair opinion without kind of seeing the item. Salvage makes them worth 40. Whatnot is the same name, Chris at Peak. Or there's a link in my profile, and if you're new to Whatnot, you can get $15 off if you follow that link and sign up. And it's one of those no strings attached $15. Like, you don't have to spend 50 to use the 15. You can spend 15 and use the 15. You can buy something for $10 and not even use the whole 15 if you don't want to. That's what's really cool about it. That red line is salvage. Cool. Thanks. Those will go up on Whatnot. What size are they? Seem like a smaller size. Am I allowed to say smaller size and bigger size, or am I gonna get in trouble for that? 31 by 34 on these. So a skinny tall person pair of jeans. Salvage Uniqlos. No, it's okay, it's true. If you're new to Whatnot, use the link, y'all. Caitlin, thanks for the follow. Welcome aboard. I do this every Tuesday, by the way. So if you haven't given the follow, if you hit the follow button, you'll get a notification when I go live on Tuesdays at 1. I also go live every morning, weekday morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. I show you the daily sales, whether the sales are good or the sales are bad. And we go over all the little details. How much did it cost to ship them? How did I ship them? You know, profits, losses in some cases, how much I paid for items and all that stuff. Here's a pair of carbon and cobalts. I have a pair of carbon and cobalt shorts that are going in next week's show. These are a little discolored. I don't know. They're faded up a little bit, and they definitely have some discoloration. I don't know about these. Size 36. They might be made to kind of look washed out. I don't know. I think I'm gonna pass on those. Thank you for the follow, Caitlin. Thanks everyone for tapping the screen. We got 4.5 thousand likes. Got 113 people in here. I guess if everybody just tapped the screen like a quick 10 times right now, you do the math. That would be a lot of likes. And that would tell TikTok that you're having a good time, and that would encourage TikTok to invite more people into the show. More people can learn about this as a side hustle. More people can come in and ask questions. Let me know down below in the chat. Do you resell as a side hustle? Write side hustle down below in the chat. If you're full-time, write full-time down below in the chat. If you're thinking about it, write thinking. What's cool about something like this is you can just kind of tiptoe into it and learn as you go. We got some side hustlers like Sharmadish and Hunter and Supernova. I love my side hustlers. Amy's a side hustler. Yeah, Amanda sent 85 likes. I like you. I didn't know you could like more than once. Melly, you can tap the screen. I can see people down below at the bottom. Tapping, tapping, tapping. Some people got live comments filtered. People are mad about clothing. Thanks for tapping the screen, y'all. Some full-timers like Liza. Vintage reseller and social media marketing. Nice. Nice, nice. This started as a side hustle for me. 2.5 years I did this part-time. And at various times it was just like a hobby business where I had like, I'd have like 40 or 50 items in inventory, and it was cool when something sold. And I shipped it out and made a few extra bucks. I liked it. When I had time to get to the thrift store or a garage sale, I'd do it. If I was busy skiing out in Colorado or hiking or whatever, then I just didn't. But then I started getting more serious about it. And I started learning more and more, and eventually started thinking about the whole full-time thing. I was like, man, maybe this is possible. My boss hasn't been at this job for over 2 years, and they keep telling me I'm doing a great job, but every time it comes down to a raise, they say they can't do it. This looks like a linen Ralph Lauren 2XL, 100% linen. It is a little washed out. I'm very suspect of the condition on this one. I love linen Ralph Lauren. And there we go. up some of these. This one's got a few pulls on it, so the bigger sizes definitely do better in Columbia, like most brands. I'm gonna put that one back. It's just got some pulls in it. It's a borderline, won't pick up for me anyway. The condition makes it an easy pass. How do you feel about boutique brands? Like women's boutique brand? I don't know. I guess it would depend on like, what's your definition of boutique brands? Like, what is, you know? I guess different people define boutique differently. Are you saying like kind of like small unknown brands? Literally just sold Columbia, but is a white fishing Omni shade shirt today. Sold fast. Nice, Brienne. Nice sale. Thanks for sharing that. That's a whole other ball of wax. Yeah, if you're talking about like a small unknown brands that you can find at like local boutique stores, like I could find here in downtown Asheville, I don't really mess with that kind of stuff. It would be different if I had like a physical location and people could come in and feel the quality of those clothes and try them on. Those would probably sell pretty good, but that's a tough thing to do on eBay because people are searching for brands or branded AliExpress. I don't know anything about that, to be honest with you. How about LL Bean longer short sleeve shirts, flannel made in the USA? Chris Hayes, I do pick up a lot of LL Bean. I also pass on a lot of LL Bean. So it's a big game of depends. There's a big formula to it. What's the size? What's the material? What's the pattern? What season is it? And then I'll make my determination. So bigger sizes do better, heavier items do better, and older, like made in the USA items tend to do better, especially if they have vintage vibes too. If it's an LL Bean and it's vintage to the 1970s, and it's got an old made in the USA tag, but it is just a plain blue shirt, there's not a ton of value there, and it'll be a slow mover because, again, it's just an old shirt. Even though it's an old, quote-unquote, vintage tag, if it's not unique, if it doesn't have vintage vibes, it's just an old shirt. So everything in the formula matters: the size, the material, the date on the tag, or the date of the tag. Usually the tags don't have a date, and of course the seasonality matters in that too.
Well, either way he does it, it drops it down to 1.
Any wool LL Bean sweater is an instant pickup for me. There you go. So here's a North Face piece here. That's an older North Face tag. This shirt is showing some age. To me, I'm gonna pass on it. It's just, it feels really worn out, kind of paper thin, but that is an older North Face tag. There is some cachet to vintage North Face, by the way, but just not on a shirt like this that is just like the modern ones. It's kind of, that's a vintage Izod tag right there. Haven't seen one like that in a while. Again, just an old shirt really is what that amounts to. I learned a lot from Matt, Thrift Alive. Nice. You're a great teacher. Oh, thanks, Amanda Reed. Appreciate y'all like dropping questions, sharing knowledge. Men's clothes move faster for me. I'm always the girl amongst a bunch of guy thrifters. Gotcha. Icebreaker, Spanx, and Ibex. Love picking those up. I never find Spanx. Icebreaker and Ibex are rare finds, but I can find them here in Asheville because it's a big outdoor community, and Icebreaker and Ibex are kind of sneaky good. Like, they're not like really obvious. Thank you, Mama Bear 3. Thanks for the follow. Found a gorgeous Lucky Indian sweater, new with tags. $149 for $25. Nice. Got vintage LL Bean yesterday for $1.05. Sweet. David Fish, thanks for the follow. LL Bean is a staple for me. This music is putting me to sleep. So soothing. We gotta pep it up. We gotta pep it up. No sleeping. We got stuff to find, things to get up on, whatnot. Here's a Clemson piece. It's either unbranded or brand rubbed off. Either way, we're gonna pass on that. Football season's back. Let me know down below in the chat what's your favorite. NFL or college, what's your favorite? Watched some football this weekend. My parents were in town from Florida. Watched some football with Dad. My mom was there and Kim was there. I guess they watched a little bit, but you know how that goes. They weren't super paying attention. Here's a Madewell t-shirt. I think I'm just gonna pass on that. St. Paul and the Broken Bones. What is this? Anybody know what's going on with this? Tag is Rosser Rydell, New York. Made in the USA. St. Paul and the Broken Bones. College Go Dogs. Nice Kit Kat. How do you feel about reselling band tees? Loves reselling band tees. So here's a LL Bean on an older tag, but again, I mean, it's stained, so it's an easy pass, but this looks just like the newer ones. There's no vintage vibes to this. It's not even really a vintage tag, it's just an older tag, but even if this was like a 1990s LL Bean tag, there's really no crazy value to the piece like this because it looks just like a modern plain polo shirt. If you're looking for vintage tag and vintage vibes, like some sort of vintage look to it. Here's a nice FootJoy. It's white, so I'm suspect. Love the micro dot pattern all over this. Always look for sun fade on golf polos. Oftentimes you'll see the top of the shirt is faded. Harder to see on this one, but looking at the pattern, because these shirts spend a lot of time out in the sun, well, they're getting golfed in. But this one looks really nice condition. This will go up on Whatnot for $1. Size medium FootJoy with a great micro dot pattern. We were cold for a little bit there, so it's nice to get a find. I'm just looking at my cart. We haven't found anything since the jeans section. So we've been shut out on this rack here, but we're not shut out no more. What about Izod? I pass on most Izod. I'm sure there's an example of like a valuable Izod. I can't think of one right now, but I pass on Izod. Looks like you passed on the Peter Moore. I didn't see a Peter Moore. What did the Peter Moore look like? Sometimes I miss stuff because I'm reading the screen, flipping the tags. What did the Peter Moore look like? I don't remember seeing it. I've had Spanx listed forever, don't sell for me. Katie, take a peek at the competition. Are they priced better than you? Are they selling for other people? Are your photos better than your competition? Remember, they gotta be better. Boomoo, thanks for the follow. Izod Lacoste is good. There you go, yeah. It's about 10 shirts back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. George. Jeffrey Bean, Nautica, Saddlebred, Basic Editions. George. Van Heusen. Maybe if you had more info. Okay, maybe you just saw it wrong. Okay, that's no worries. Appreciate y'all looking out for me. There's a Vineyard Vines t-shirt. What do we got on here? A men's small. I kind of like the little football vibe to this. It's not in the best condition. I'm gonna have to pass on it, but what a cool shirt. It is cute. It's just the conditions just a little, it's kind of just a little washed out. So I'm gonna pass on it. If someone's psyched on it, I can get it for them. Long sleeve tee, size small, Vineyard Vines, big football back hit, little cracking on there too. So for me, I don't like to put that up on Whatnot, but if somebody wants it, just let me know. Here's a Polo Ralph Lauren, another one. This one's a 2X. The collar's telling us a story. It's showing us a little bit of age. Yeah, it's got some, yeah, it's going back. It's football season, it is. It is. My Dolphins won a tough game to start the season. On the road in Los Angeles against a playoff caliber team. Pull off a tough win, that's great. Now we get to go home to Miami for the next 2 games. Patriots coming to town. I love September home games in Miami because it's hot as all get out. And it's advantage to the Miami team that's been training down here. It's a Vineyard Vines polo. I would pick this up. That's actually a Youth XL. So I would not pick it up, but it's in rough condition anyway. So easy decision. There's a Columbia rough condition. Merry Christmas tee. There's quite a few Vineyard Vines for kids in new condition. Do you know if they sell well? You know, I'm not the right person to ask, unfortunately, about reselling kids' clothing. I just don't really do it. So I don't want to give information that I just don't know the answer to. But if you resell kids' clothing, let me know let us know down below in the chat. And and because born in Florida, I was born in Boca Raton, Boynton Beach, actually. North Face tee. Here's a men's size large. Just that classic North Face tee. Looks like it's in good condition. This will go up on Whatnot tonight for $1. Can't go wrong with a North Face tee with the big hit on the front. Men's large. Love that. I'm in North Carolina. I'm in North Carolina too. I'm in Asheville. Yeah, my dad raised me a Dolphins fan because that's where I was born. But I lived there for 3 months before we moved up to New Hampshire. I decided it was too hot. I told my parents, look, we got to move up north. So we did. That's how the story went. Hold on, I got an offer on a Poshmark item. I want to go check that out. Stay tuned. 1 second, I'll be right back. This would be a good opportunity for you to go up into click on my name up above and check out the shop. Click where it says SHOP. Some of you might have 20, 40, or 50% off. You can get yourself a bag of coffee. You can get yourself Thrifting is my cardio haul bag. You can get yourself a Fresh Coffee is Love t-shirt for a crazy deal and free shipping. I'm gonna go check out this Poshmark offer real quick. Hold on 1 second. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow, Joe Mama. Thank you, user 319344 for the follow. I'll be right back. I'm in North Carolina. All right, we are back. Sorry, I had to go check that offer on Poshmark. It was an offer on a Joseph A. Banks blazer. I just had a counter offer on it. We're about $4 apart, no big deal. Maybe we'll land the plane, maybe we won't. Thanks everyone for hanging out for a second. How much are you asking for the North Face? The North Face has got everything that's in this cart is going up on Whatnot tonight for $1. So I have a show at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time tonight, and every Tuesday night, by the way. And I have 41 items already preloaded for the show. So if you want to go check them out, I have pictures, descriptions already up there on the show. And I'll add these items to the show too. So we'll end up somewhere in like the 55 item range. If I go a little bit over that, I'll probably take some items out of the show and move some of these things in my cart to next week's show. And by the way, I'm gonna let y'all pick something out of this cart. And it's gonna be the third giveaway for tonight. I already have a Roosevelt's brand new with tag I'm giving away, a brand new with tags Carhartt trucker hat. That's gonna be a giveaway tonight, and you're gonna pick the third giveaway out of this cart. We'll vote on it. It's always good, clean fun. Usually people pick the most valuable item or a big statement piece or something like that. So we'll have some fun. So you're losing money on that. It would be an auction that starts at $1. So it'll go up from $1. Did you say? I'm in North Carolina, Melly. I'm in Asheville, North Carolina. I grew up in New Hampshire. I lived there for 31 years, but I haven't lived there in let's see, it's been a little over 11 years now. Here's a Peter Millar. It's in bad shape. I do like picking up that brand. That was just a cotton one. The polyester spandex ones tend to be more valuable, or silk ones, or wool ones. I like that brand, Peter Millar. How much do the shirts go for there? Just depends. They can go from anywhere from like $2. I sold a shirt for $77 last week. So it's an auction. It's a live auction, if you understand how that works. So it'll start at $1. There'll be 20 seconds on the clock, and wherever the price ends up, the price ends up, and I ship it out to the person the next day. So it's good, clean fun. If you haven't checked out Whatnot, the best way for me to explain it to people is go ahead and check it out yourself. You just go and watch a show. At any given time, there's 100 different Whatnot shows going on. I don't care what you're into. It could be vintage Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles toys. It can be men's clothing, women's clothing, shoes, sports cards, video games, whatever you're into, there's a show, and there's probably a show live or a handful of them right now in your category. You can go watch live. I have a link in my profile. You can get $15 off for free just to join, and you don't even have to use that on my show. You can use that in a vintage Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figure show if you want to. As long as you join through that link, you get $15 for free. No strings attached. No spend 50 to get 15 off. It's just 15 off, period. It's a nice pair of Nike shorts. They're not in great shape, so we're gonna put these back. I'm gonna be really picky about shorts this time of year, only picking up the really good stuff. Because what happens is mediocre shorts, the sales will start to fall. Not necessarily in September so much, but once we get to like November, shorts won't be selling it as well. But the good stuff, the good brands, the in-demand stuff sells year round. People wear shorts all parts of the world. People wear shorts in Florida and Arizona in the summer. People wear shorts like when they go on vacation. They wear shorts when they go to the gym. So they still sell, but the mediocre stuff doesn't sell as well in the winter time, when we're not to winter yet. We're still in that season where everything sells. Shorts, tank tops, sandals, hiking boots, fleeces, flannels. It's kind of everything's on during these change of seasons months. September is always my best month of the year, as somebody who has always focused mostly in men's clothing. Do you pick up Joseph A. Banks? It depends. I'll pick up Joseph A. Banks suits if they're in a big size, and if they have a material like linen or silk, and if they have a really unique looking pattern. It needs to be the combination of those things. The blazers, they have to be pretty darn unique and pretty darn big, like a 48L or a 50R or a 52R, but I pass on 99% of Joseph A. Banks. I don't pick up their shirts. This looks like it. So here's a fresh rack. This is all women's stuff. Maybe we'll find a little. So this is like untouched. Nobody's gone through this yet. They just threw tags on it and rolled it out, and they're gonna stock. When I first walked into the store, I got 3 nice Woolrich pieces off this very rack. Sorry, the music's gonna be really loud. This one speaker powers most of the store, so they crank this one speaker. Hey, check it out. They fixed that light over there. That light was out for months and months and months. They fixed it. Sorry, this is tough to do. The rack's packed really tight and it's high up here. So trying to do this with one hand is less than fun. Did y'all pick up this Eileen Fisher piece? Eileen Fisher. I don't know much about women's clothes. XL. I don't know, it's a weird looking piece if you ask me. But I don't know women's fashion all that well. Anyone name a movie that this was from? This is from this song was in one of my favorite movies. Clothes from thrift stores can sometimes smell off. Do you wash them before I resell? I don't wash before I resell unless they have bad smells or stains. But typically if they have bad smells or stains, I'm not picking them up. So that fresh rack wasn't a hit. We haven't hit up this rack, so we'll go through this. They moved the long sleeves up to the front, and sorry, we're right under that there speaker, so it's gonna be loud here. I do pick up some of these vintage Tommy Bahama polo shirts when they have big, bold patterns like this. I think I have one in my store right now, but this one's really worn out, so I'm gonna put it back. But they have to be like big flower patterns. That's so on brand for Tommy. Is this the Dave Clark 5? I'm not sure. Does anybody have a guess for which of my favorite movies this song was featured in? It's an older movie. I think like 1990. It's probably been in a lot of movies, but. Come on, let's heat up. We need some good hits now. We need some good hits. Let's find some more North Face. James Bond. I don't think so. I mean, it might have been in one of the Bond movies. I'm not sure. But that wasn't the one I was thinking of. I was wondering if Whatnot has been worth it. It's been worth it for me. For sure. It's definitely the type of thing where it takes some time to build up a following and get your shows filled up and attract the right buyers to your type of inventory. It's going to take some time. It's the type of thing, it takes some time. Takes a long time. Yeah, come check out the show tonight. You know, no pressure to buy anything. I think the shows are just fun to watch. I watch a lot of Whatnot shows just to kind of learn from people, see what kind of things people are selling. I source a lot of stuff off Whatnot too. Buy to resell. I buy some stuff for myself off Whatnot. But I'm always kind of watching people, learning kind of how they're doing it, studying the craft. It's a whole different ball game. It's the combination of picking good inventory, but also entertaining, you know, putting together a show that's fun. Having good giveaways really helps. Tonight I got some crazy giveaways of Roosevelts. You can go check them out too if you want. Got the giveaways preloaded, and I got 41 auction items already preloaded. Link in profile. There's also a link for $15 off. Sorry, I'm a little bit of a broken record on these things, but you know how lives are. People come and they go. So there's 144 people in here now, but 10 minutes ago there could have been 121 different people. Just kind of people pop in, pop out. So sometimes you just end up repeating yourself a lot, but that's okay. Well, it's okay for me. This is Cam Newton's brand. I don't know if you see me passing on it real quick all the time. I don't think it's worth any money. I've never comped it actually, but I just assume that Cam Newton's line of clothes isn't worth much money. There's like 4 or 5 of them that I've come across in here today. Now here's an interesting Wrangler on an older tag. It's like a heavy canvas. There's just not enough going on for it. If it had pearl snaps or if it had like a really cool pattern, I'd pick that one up, but really just nothing going on there. All right, I think we did this rack already. Orbis flannels. I like Orbis flannels. I do.
There you go, man. That should work.
Thanks everyone for being here. Thanks for tapping the screen too. I think if everybody we got 146 people here. If everyone just tapped the screen like 10 times, that sends likes. And that means that's got to tell TikTok that you're having a pretty good time. Maybe you cracked half a smile. Maybe you learned something today tapping the screen. If everyone just did it 10 times, you get a lot of likes. I would encourage TikTok to invite more people into the conversation, which I think makes it more fun. Would you pick up an Aaron Rodgers jersey right now? Aaron Rodgers is one of those names that I think his stuff has got to sell no matter what. You know, he's an all-time great. So if he was just like a flash in the pan running back and he got injured, I probably wouldn't be picking those up. But you're talking about a legend. His jerseys will sell 10 years from now. Unfortunate injury. Was that sweater? Was that sweater? What's up, crazy cat lady? Hope you're well. There's a Bukachi older tag. I'm going to pass on that. So here's an example of an LL Bean that I'll pass on. This is a vintage LL Bean tag. It's a smaller size of 15.5/35, which is basically a size medium. So this is a vintage bean. The thing of it is, it's just a plain blue shirt. Looks like any modern LL Bean. It's just got an older tag. So it really just becomes an old shirt. Will this sell on eBay and Poshmark? Yes, absolutely. Will this be a fast seller? Probably not, unless you priced it really low. If you vintage priced it, like some other LL Beans that had vintage vibes, it's got to sit for a while. So I don't, sometimes vintage just means an old shirt. Here's a 2XL tall. I'm kind of almost want to pick this up just because it's a polka dot all over print and it's a really good size, 2XL tall, which is a hard size to find. Eddie Bauer, I pass on most Eddie Bauer button downs. I don't know, what do y'all think? Should this go up on whatnot tonight for $1. Size 2XL tall. It's actually a really nice shirt. Yes, yes, it was cream with black contrast print. That sweater was cool. Yeah, it's a Dockers sweater. It's in rough shape. Definitely cool, but it's all stained up and it's a mess. But yeah, cool shirt for sure. Nice print. Yes, yes, yes. All right, we'll put it up tonight for $1. We'll put it up tonight for $1. Thanks y'all for looking out for me on that sweater. Sometimes I just pass on things really quickly. Just I'll see the flaws that maybe don't come through quite the same on the live feed. Good print and good condition. I think it's a pickup. All right, Michael Hamilton. Okay, my OCD is a beast. Yeah, sometimes I can't obviously verbalize every single pass, but if you do have questions or if you want me to go back on things, absolutely let me know. Happy to do that. But sometimes I'm just gotta see the ring around the collar real quick and just move without saying anything. That was a brand new Tags Punto Uno. I don't pick up that brand though. We're winding down, so remember in a few minutes here, probably once I get through, I think this is it. Yeah, I think this is it. Oh, I got a couple more jeans I think to go through. So we're gonna go through this rack. There's like half a rack of jeans that I got cut off on, so I'm gonna go back to that. And then you're gonna pick out of this cart one item that's gonna be a giveaway, our third giveaway for tonight. I already got a Roosevelt's brand new with tag shirt that we're gonna give away tonight. Carhartt brand new with tags trucker hat. And you're gonna pick the third giveaway tonight. And we'll open with this giveaway too. This will probably be our right at 7:30 as soon as the show starts. Here's a vintage LL Bean tag too. Not a ton of vintage vibes on this one. I'm gonna guess that this is not in good condition either. But just an old shirt sometimes on a vintage tag. Looks just like a modern LL Bean casual button-down shirt, so there's really not a ton of value there. Could you resell that and make a profit? Yep. But for me, that's been an item that's been historically pretty slow for me. And I don't usually pick them up. If that was a really big size, maybe. Here's a modern-ish LL Bean. This is just in bad shape. I do like that herringbone pattern. Thanks for the follow, Tara. Appreciate it. It's interesting you're at a point where you can be pickier. Well, I pass on Woolrich. If I passed on Woolrich, it was probably the condition or it was modern. Sometimes I just pass on things so quick I don't even remember. In my defense, we did just like rip through, I don't know, 125 shirts in a couple of minutes here, a couple of 4 minutes. But if I passed on Woolrich, it was for a good reason. I just don't remember what it was. I do have Woolrich in the cart, by the way, so I do pick up some Woolrich. You have a spidey sense. I also just have a better view of this stuff. Like you can see this little like rectangle right here, whereas I have like all this peripheral vision and stuff. Sometimes you gotta look beyond the brain. That's right, Biggie. Thank you, Crystal, for sharing the live. That's kind of you. Nice compliment. So we're gonna go through some jeans. I got cut off right about there is where I wanna go. Cool. I haven't looked through these yet, and this will be the end of it, and then we'll go through that rack and I'll let you vote on what's gonna be our giveaway. Everything else will go up for $1 tonight. Everything's gonna be whatnot. There is a lot of jeans in there, so I think I might push some of those jeans to a future show. I just run a whole lot of the same stuff. It just doesn't make for a fun show experience. Some silver jeans, really small size. We'll pass on those. Looking for track pants, golf pants, hiking pants, jeans, corduroys, and like high-end brands and just about anything. Here's an Under Armour golf pant, 38 by 34, which is a good size. So this is a golf pant because it's like this polyester blend and it's got the belt loop still. Golf pants are a good seller in the summertime, and even better seller right about now as we transition to fall. These are just not in the best condition. They're in good condition, just not great condition. have a feeling I'm gonna blast those under the photo lights when I get home, and I'm gonna be disappointed. So I'm gonna pass on those. That would be a good pickup though, if you find them in good condition. All right, so we're through. What makes it a golf pant? It's a polyester spandex blend pant, and it's got belt loops. Just found a pair of 1997 Levi's silver tabs made in USA for 50 cents. Nice berry D. Did I look at these already? Oh, these had a spot on them, that's right. Do you have one brand you haven't found yet that you are on the lookout for every thrift trip? Probably, I can't think of it off the top of my head. There's probably a lot, but I can't think of one off the top of my head. What are your top jean brands you pick up? In terms of like the stuff that sells the most frequently for me, because I find it the most, I'm picking up Levi's, Lucky Brand, like vintage Wranglers, vintage Levi's. Those are the ones I find the most frequently. I also really like finding Ariat jeans. Yeah, there's a good little rattle off. Let me know some of your favorite jean brands down below in the chat. Sometimes it's hard for me to just rattle them off the top of my skull, but y'all are good at it. We'll crowdsource it. Favorite jean brand, go. Light up the chat with those. All right, let's flip this camera around. All right, y'all. So let's do this. Hey, check it out. App State, they lost. They lost such a tough game. Did you watch that App State UNC game? UNC's ranked. And App State went down to Chapel Hill and almost beat them, lost in overtime. I'm hunting for Jenko, or however you spell it. That's a good one. I have found Jenko. It's been a long time though. Pardon me. BKE, men's and women's Jenko is super hot right now. Yeah, it's hotter than ever right now. Those Jenkos, they're selling for a lot more than what they sold for brand new back in Y2K. I meant it always is, but BKE. I'm hunting for Jenko. I struggle with jeans, not the usual suspects. Levi's and dojos. Nice, yeah, the dojos are good. How do you get an idea to price your items? I go into the eBay app and I can look up this item, like this Under Armour track pants. I can search for Under Armour track pants. I can even put in size Youth XL, YXL. I can put that into the eBay search, and then I can filter that search for used and filter it for sold, and that's going to show me sales from the past 90 days. Super easy. Yes, back when they were at JC Penney. There you go. Page Women's, and with something unique. There you go. Thank you for Chew Mama for giving me a follow over there on Whatnot. Just got that notification. Thank you. For some reason it gives me a notification sometimes when people follow, but not other times. Sorry, I'm moving around. I just feel like these people are just like following me. And here they come again. What's up, AZ? All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go through this this cart, and you're gonna pick out what's gonna be our giveaway. So what I want you to do down below in the chat, as I come across things that are interesting to you, just name that item down below in the chat, and this will be a giveaway. And it'll be 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. This will be the giveaway that we start the show with. Okay, so we got an Eddie Bauer, nice pattern on that. That's the size women's tall, extra large. Women's, I don't know if I'm gonna pick that one up. It's a women's, I'm just noticing that's women's. We'll see. Got a North Face t-shirt, men's large. Let me know if any of these are interesting to you. Just name it down below. And then I'll go back through the chat. We'll total that up. We'll find a couple of finalists, and we can do a vote off there. So that's a FootJoy. That's a size medium. Nice polka dot print on that. That's a men's medium. This is a pair of women's Levi's jeans. Am I right or am I wrong? What are these? No, these are those Uniglow. Sorry, selvage. These are size 31, 34, and they're selvage Uniglow jeans. So that makes these valuable. Size 31, 34. I have to look up this pants, so I don't know if I'm going to pick it up yet. TK Axel. The chat, we had no consensus on if that was worthwhile. Got a pair of Duluth men's jeans, size 50, or these are 48 by 32s. I have a whole bunch of Lucky Brands, size 50 by 32. Big size Lucky Brands. I think there's 5 total pairs of those. I'm going to put those aside. There's a Carhartt, size 50 by 32. These are a relaxed fit, 50 by 30 by B. Put these up here. Let me know if there's anything interesting for a giveaway. Here, a pair of Brooks Brothers pants. Good value here, size 38 by 32, which is a good size. A pair of like suit separates or slacks, if you will. A pair of Levi's. This is a women's size 10 tall. It's on a vintage tag, circa 2002. So a 21-year-old pair of jeans. Those are really excellent condition. 10 long on those. Got more Lucky Brand, a whole bunch of them. Probably gonna spread these out over the next couple of shows here, because they're all just like identical, 50 by 32. Really good condition though. I'm leaving money on the table in the dress pants apparently. How much are those? Everything's gonna go up for $1 except for the one thing that you pick up tonight out of this cart will be a giveaway. Everything starts at $1. It's an auction, whatnot, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. I have a link in my profile. Ralph Lauren, it's a men's large, short sleeve, button down, timeless pattern, awesome color on that. Real men wear pink. And then we have some fire Woolrich pieces here, total fire. So this one is more of an Oxford style in terms of material. It's a size 2XL. Look at that all over fish pattern. So that's all over fish Oxford. This one will be all over fish flannel. So that's a flannel shirt, almost like a chamois shirt. Super soft, size 2XL Woolrich. Fish, trees, fishing poles. Really awesome pattern on that. And here's our third Woolrich. This will be the deer Woolrich. Look at that, all over super soft flannel, size 2XL men's. The Woolrich, you need to auction that one. Well, there's 3. So let me know down below in the chat which of these are interesting to you, and then y'all will decide which is going to be the giveaway, so you can win 100% for free. It'll be one of 3 giveaways tonight at 7:30. List some things down below in the chat that you're interested in. I vote deer Woolrich. Okay, gotcha. North Face for giveaway. Cool. Heidi, thank you. Kim says North Face. I vote North Face. It's a men's large North Face tee, so we're getting some action for that. I still have to check out some of these things for condition too. So some of these might be excluded from the show. Once I get a second hand free, I'll do that. I will bring people in. Thanks, Melly. Deer flannel, cool. It's like you're writing to me. Deer flannel. I write to you today because I will bring people in. Agreed, North Face for the giveaway. FootJoy, I'm gonna vote for a FootJoy. Got a FootJoy that's a men's medium, really nice golf polo with the polka dot pattern right there. So those are the only ones that we have votes for. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a finalist. So there's 3 items total. You choose one of these 3 down below in the chat. I'm gonna start it right now after Stephanie's comment. So ST said North Face. Everything after that will count as a vote. North Face men's large t-shirt. FootJoy men's medium golf polo with the nice polka dots. Woolrich deer flannel. It's like a chamois shirt, like heavy, super soft. So vote it up. Let me know down below. We got North Face, North Face, North Face, says Kim. FootJoy, says Jennifer. 3 brown girl. You can follow the instructions. Woolrich, I think is what you're saying. Deer Woolrich. What brand are the men's 3143s? Those are Uniglow Selvage jeans. Woolrich, Woolrich. All right, here we go. I'm gonna start counting these up. You can keep voting as we go here. I'm seeing 1 for deer. 1 for funny, I don't know what that means. 1 for North Face. So 1 to 1. Woolrich has got 2, so that's 3. 3 to 2. 4, 5 to 2. 5, 6, 7. I think Woolrich has taken it. You can create a pool. I can, but I don't want to take the time to set it up. Y'all can type down below a lot faster than I can create a poll. All right, so that's gonna be our winner, the Woolrich. We had votes for everybody. Some nice pieces. So North Face will be available tonight starting at $1. FootJoy size medium available tonight for $1. Woolrich is gonna be available to a winner. We're gonna start the show off with a Woolrich deer kind of flannel chamois shirt. It's heavy, it's warm, it's a men's 2X. Awesome piece. That'll be our first of 3 giveaways. We got a Newwood tags, Carhartt hat that's going to be given away, and we have a Roosevelt's. It's a You Choose. I have a special edition Roosevelt's that's Top Gun. I have a Roosevelt special edition that is Big Lebowski, so the winner gets to choose. The Big Lebowski is a 2X and the Star Wars is a 3X. It might be backwards, but you can check it out. I have 41 items already preloaded in the show, and I'm going to add these ones too. Of course, I got to look over everything for condition, so some things might be omitted, but if I omitted it, it's because I didn't want to run something that was flawed. So, but nothing's going on eBay, nothing's going on Poshmark, everything is going on Whatnot, period. The inside is a different color, that is true. I think you're talking about the Woolrich. It is true. Hey Leslie, clever way to get engagement. Thanks, it's really makes it a lot of fun. If it's fun for me, I assume it's fun for y'all too, and then if everyone's having fun, then we're engaged and all that. So cool, I'm gonna flip this back around. Appreciate everybody for joining today, whether you're live on TikTok or you're watching this recording. If you're watching this recording, you get to see up on the screen on YouTube, you get to see exactly what items sold for and whatnot. And so everything was picked up Tuesday, everything sold Tuesday night, and then everything got shipped Wednesday. So appreciate everybody hanging out. It's a lot of fun. Let me know down below in the chat, will I see you tonight, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time? Give me a yes or no, will I see you tonight? And we're gonna open up the show with a giveaway. And this will be the first giveaway, that Woolrich piece right there. Let me know, will I see you? And if you haven't joined Whatnot yet, if you want to give it a try, you can try it. You can walk in with $15 if you follow the link in my profile. Just click on my name, go to that link, get you $15, show up to the show. You don't have to use that show tonight or that money tonight. You don't even have to use it in one of my shows. You can use it in anybody's show. That's what's cool about it, no strings attached. I'll see you tonight, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Hope you had fun today. Hope you learned a new brand or two. See you soon. Peace.